I was on the airplane flying here, and I was like
to where? Don't fucking. They don't. People don't even know where the fuck we are. How self-important are you that like people are like, oh, I guess this must be Dave's New York fucking transcript. Remember when Dave did the New York hotel fucking transcript? Because we all fucking tell them who you are. This is
shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Tell them who you are.
Any asshole who is listening to this found it because they sadly are seeking it out because they want something to feel bad about.
It's insane, dude. And they're here. They're all in New York City.
Listen, I'm flying here. I was in the middle of something, you bag of cocks.
Look, cunt face. Okay.
I am flying here. I'm on Virgin. It's a very nice airplane. I'm like 7th from the back row, you know?
Yeah, that's about where I sat.
And first I'm like, well, that's feet. That's just a smell of feet. Someone has taken off their shoes.
Yeah.
And their feet were like either their feet were very wet.
Are you saying somebody brought their meat pigs to the party?
Yes, it was a very
They are
wet,
meat pigs, right?
But wet meat pigs.
Yeah.
Like their feet, they were like, oh, you know what? My feet are too wet. I'm going to take off my shoes.
Isn't it weird how you can actually smell wet?
Yeah.
Like there are smells where you go, that's coming from a liquid.
Yeah.
Like someone's making, and generally like a self-made liquid.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. And this was a self-made man. This was a man smell liquid situation. And then
not the good kind, like that happens in people's pants.
No, that's the great kind. I made that later.
I wasn't talking about yours in particular.
Mine's great.
No, I don't think people want to hear about your pheromones.
Oh, I think they do.
No, I don't think they do. Do you think that's why
this show is dedicated to my pheromones? This is the pheromone episode.
Get out your ball sack.
So then I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, great, I'm just going to fucking smell feet the whole time I'm on this airplane. And then the odors from the bathroom start wafting out. Like all the way up to the 7th row. And then it's like this, I'm sitting in this plane and it's a combo of wet feet and shit and piss. And,
right.
And the odor that tries to mask it on an airplane, that fucking bathroom smell. And I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. This is walking the room.
Walking the room. I also was on Virgin, and of course this isn't going to work because it's a fucking podcast, but so my staff was all gay men, and one really, like, when you do Virgin, it's a Eurotrash iPod disco. That's what it is. But in the best way, and it's a fun,
it's great.
Everybody's got a TV, they're nice to you when you check in, and it's mostly young people.
And
for whatever reason,
they give you E.
Oh no, yeah. No, their thing is we roll the skies, and you just fucking people rub each other like you. The thing is that you're so high you don't realize that they've just put you. They've tied you to a movable chair.
Yeah,
they don't even have seats in there. You're
just banging around in movable chairs. And then if your chair bangs face forward with another dude, you got to kiss him, and then everyone goes Virgin Airlines.
It's a really fucked up airline, but it's pretty good. There's some pretty good rates going right now.
Yeah.
So check it out. Get on their mailer. So I had this guy, and I'll probably talk about this tonight at the show. He would, like, I would order something from him. I would say, "What can I get you to drink?" And then I would say, "Whatever, a cranberry juice." And then he would fucking roll his eyes. Like, he's like, "What can I get you to like nights? Like, what can I get you to have?" And I go, "I like a cranberry." And then he'd go. Every fucking time he talked to me, he rolled his eyes at me. Like, he fucking was like he was nice to me, and then when I spoke, he was completely over me. It was the weirdest thing. It was like a guy who was just like,
I get it.
I'm just done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I've had it.
Yeah, I get it.
What can I get you? Do you want something to drink? Yeah, I'd like to have a cranberry juice. It's fucking done. Christ.
If people could see the podcast, they would know that that's the reaction I give you every time you fucking talk.
Right, but I'm used to it. But I'm not in a service situation. But I
did you hear about the stewardess that went crazy?
No.
So as I was on,
they're called flight attendants. Rush. You're fucking Rush Limbaugh, dude.
Well, I'm sorry. I grew most of my life they were called stewardesses, and then it changed.
Why don't you call it? Why don't you say? Did you hear about the prostitute that works for the airlines?
What they should do is a dude should come in with a suitcase and then into your house, and then he opens it up, and he takes out a little contraption, and he fucking sticks a needle into the back of your head, and he goes, "Hey, all that shit that you grew up with that you can't say anymore, I'm going to take that out of your brain."
It's true. We got an email. Now we're here. Let's just talk about this for a minute. So Dave and I have used the word tranny, like many comics and some of my gay friends, and we got an email saying, "Look, that is tantamount to saying fag or faggot, which is a word that we obviously don't use." We didn't know. This shit comes up on you. You fucking live for a long time, and you don't know. But apparently, in the vernacular of things that are offensive to people, tranny is now a word that makes people feel bad. So
it makes them feel bad, but I disagree with it. I totally disagree with it's the same as fag because it's not, because fag is a purposefully hurtful word. And people using tranny have no idea, so the comparison is horseshit.
Well, it's
just a word that makes them feel bad, but everyone else is not using it with malice.
And I also just think
that was part of my contention with the fucking all the heat I got. I was like, right. Fuck you. It's you can't compare it to fag because it's not fag because fag is a mean word.
Right.
This is not. People are not using it in that intention. You've just created it with that.
Well, but
and now you're fucking mad about it.
Right.
So tran apparently you can use, which is great.
Tran?
Yeah, you can use tran according to my wife, who has worked with many transgendered people.
Okay.
I asked her. I was like, "So what's the deal?" And she said, "You can this and this and this." Yeah. So there's tran. To me, it's really fucking retarded.
Well, it's also like when you live long enough and shit starts. You know,
I just used retarded.
My father.
That's great.
I told you. Well, people are just unsubscribing in a massive. We've just become the Rush Limbaugh show. Look, my dad, and he knows it. My dad at one point said he had dinner, and he was not being derisive. He said he had dinner with, I can't remember the guy's name, so he said Brian and his fag boyfriend. And I said, you don't have to put. And my dad was proud of the fact that not proud of the fact, but he was like, what he was saying was, like, he'd had dinner with these people that he enjoyed, and he said it was Brian and his fag boyfriend. I go, well, first off, you don't have to, fag is not a good word, A, and B,
what?
We get that it's his boyfriend. Like, if it's his boyfriend, we understand what the relationship is. We understand what Brian's relationship to his boyfriend is. They're two homosexual men that are in a relationship. But he got it, and he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, just a point where the society changes under your feet and you're not intending. The other thing is, when you know who we are, you know what our intentions are. You know we're good people. This is a comedy show.
That was another reason I got pissed off
we love everybody.
Shit I got about that. I got shit about it on Twitter, and I was like, you
also got shit about it on Twitter. Are you on Twitter now?
I'm on Twitter now.
God, you got to stop doing these bargain. You got to stop doing these bargain basement.
It's better.
You can't get your shit from Costco.
It doesn't cost as much as Twitter.
Oh my God! Remember when you were on Famebook? And you were going to become famous on Famebook?
And it never worked, oddly.
So the flight attendant goes nuts.
Okay, so this flight attendant goes nuts.
What happens? Guy or girl?
Girl. Mm-hmm. So they're taxing out, and I'm reading this while I'm on the airplane. Like, I'm flying and I'm reading online, and I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. It's in Dallas. I think it was American Airlines, and they're taxiing out. You know, they're getting ready to fucking fly.
Yeah.
And she gets on the speaker, and she starts just going crazy, and she says like, and then the other flight attendant, I don't know exactly what she was saying, but it was really like a rant. And then the other flight attendant got on and went, okay, so we are gonna enough of that. We're gonna get ready to fly up. Everybody buckle up, and then the woman.
So she went on some kind of a rant.
Yeah, and then she goes, well, it's not my fault that the plane crashes. And then she starts going in all this shit about the plane crashing. And everyone's like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, my God.
And then there were dudes, and this is awesome, there were dudes who were there for a Home Depot convention. Like, there were guys who worked for Home Depot who flew in to all talk about Home Depot stuff.
Yeah.
So a bunch of dudes got up and went up and subdued her and grabbed her and held her down. And they held her down on the ground. She's just fucking screaming out of her fucking mind. And then they had to go back and
so you're saying
take her off the airplane, and she's screaming the whole time. And then they gave everyone free drinks, and they brought in a new crew. and then they flew again.
The whole new crew. They said they had to clear the whole thing out. Pilots and everything?
Yeah, no, pilots stay, but all the stewardesses.
Fucking hateful tweets. First off, here's what I like about that story. Those are called Home Deep Bros. And when those bros get together, they fucking... First off, I love that those guys had a 9/11 moment where they went, this is America. You don't say crash on a plane.
No, exactly.
I'm subduing you.
Yeah, I'm subduing you.
Like, my guess is she probably was just crazy and talking, but that they...
Apparently, they said later, one of the other stewardesses said she was off her meds. And when she goes off her meds, she goes off her meds.
Let me tell you something. If I was a flight attendant, I would be on so many meds...
Yeah,
I would just be hammered. I don't know how they do it. That's not a job anybody wants.
They're just hard. They're air waitresses that don't get tips, and everyone's mean to them.
I'm sure that first off, they love being called air waitresses. That is what they.
What's wrong with calling them air waitresses? Is that bad?
You read rants of a sassy stew, right? Yeah. So you know what it's like for them. It's a fucking horrible job. It's a tough job, man.
I don't know why anybody would ever. Honestly, I don't know why anybody would ever do it.
Travel.
Plus the smell that comes out of the back of the plane.
I mean, it's like flying in this podcast. Like it's the smell of it's when smells rape each other. It's when it's like a bunch of smells get together and they just have a fuck party, right? It's just like feet want to fuck ass smell, and ass smell wants to do fucking too much Chanel cologne, and then too much Chanel cologne wants to go after Euro fucking dude, and it's all a party of fucking, and there's hairs floating in the air, right?
Yeah.
It's a disastrous.
Well, yes. So yesterday, also, can I ask you something? I'm sitting near the window, which I wish I hadn't done. I usually like to take the aisle.
I take aisle, yeah.
But I fucked up and I just didn't think about it. So I'm sitting there, and then a couple comes in, and they were together, but they had separate seats, and they convinced the other person to move. So then I'm in my aisle with a couple, and I'm like blocked in, and then the couple goes to sleep.
They both go to sleep,
which is fine, but I got to get up and pee. And what do you do? Like, I just sat there like waiting for them to wake up and like holding it.
Yep.
And then like finally I couldn't fucking deal anymore, and I was like, "Hey, guy," and they were kind of irritated, but I was like,
"No, look. Here's the thing. You gotta fucking just tap them. Sorry. And here's my thing. I'm never gonna see you again. I don't care how mad you are. I get. Look, I can have that face you just made at me. I get that from my family
and me.
So you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't need like yours. You're gonna be gone and in the city, and it doesn't matter. But if I gotta go, I gotta go. I can't just. But I have sat there. The worst part is the
have
fucking.
You ever sat there until you shit
dialogue? Well, yeah. I do that. I'll shit myself. The dialogue that you have in your head about, like, maybe I can hold that. How much longer is the flight?
Yes.
I can hold that. And then you're like, so that's why I get the aisle, always. I always get the aisle, because I know I'm going to fucking pee. I have a if I don't get the aisle and I don't have to pee, I'll have a panic pee where I'm like, I got to pee. I know I'm going to have to pee. I should pee now. I got to pee. And then the whole time I'm thinking about it. So I fucking just what I do is I lay in the aisle. So I don't even I don't sit on an aisle seat. I actually will just lay down.
Just lay down in the aisle?
Yeah, just drop it in the aisle.
Do they allow you to do that?
You're not supposed to. I had some some Home Depot bros fucking grab me one time when I tried to lay in an aisle. They thought I was planking, and they didn't love it.
Well, they don't have air marshals anymore. They just have Home Depot bros.
Or just dudes flying to a Home Depot. I kind of wish that I was, there are days where I just go, I wish I didn't do any of this, that I worked at a Home Depot and I was going to a convention. Because those motherfuckers are going to have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like after they talk about
just a bunch of dudes getting some beers, talking about wood.
Right, well, they go there and they talk about like what people are going to order this year and what's happening in certain regions, and we're dropping.
What's going on with nails?
Yeah, we're dropping 4-inch screws. Like we're just no one's buying them. Right? They have that. There's graphs, and then those motherfuckers.
Sorry, did you say there's graphs?
There's graphs and charts.
Like they're
there's people that
like all right, take a look, and here's the nails. All you can see, it's a pie chart. The 4-inchers are not.
They're doing
not selling.
Yeah.
Especially
you can't screw these motherfuckers into anything. Yeah, we're dumping bar fridges. People aren't buying mini bars
bar
anymore.
Fridges?
Getting rid of them, but not in certain regions. In the South, we got to keep them because people need a refrigerator in every room. So that's the kind of shit that they do. But then those motherfuckers party, and they got nothing to worry about. They're not worrying about their set. They're not worried about whether people gives a shit whether they're funny or not. They don't give a fuck about any of this other
horse shit. They go and they talk, like I said, they talk about nails and shit like that, and then they go and at night they have a party. They're doing blow off of hooker boys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they are.
And they're doing. They're having a whole fucking gauntlet
Sometimes
line.
transvestite
and
hooker boys.
a trans, as it were. Yeah, so they know how to do it.
They know how to get into it. And they're not thinking about themselves. There's not a lot of them wondering how many ats they got on Twitter.
No.
They're not,
No.
And if they do tweet something, it's like, here's Jerry's ass. And then they send it up.
By the way, I love Jerry's ass.
When we come back, I'll tell you.
No, hold on. We're not.
Let's stay in this segment.
I'm going to talk about Australia.
Okay.
So, we've learned some things from you.
Right.
Okay, number one, people apparently bought plane tickets.
Yeah.
To fly to
see the cuddle.
To see the cuddle.
Yep.
You're fucked. No. I'm kidding.
No.
And then someone actually bought a ticket to fly from the U.S. to Australia.
Right. That's just insane.
That doesn't make a lot of sense because we're here.
Here's what I say at that point: get back on your meds.
Yeah.
Get back on them.
Yeah.
You know what? Rejoin regular society. Get out of the dome.
Yeah.
A lot of you need to get in the dome. Some of you need to get out of the dome.
There are people out there that can give you professional help.
Yeah. I want to say this, just to pin in this. Your idea of leaving Facebook was prophecy because it doesn't make any sense. And no, I'm not kidding you. I don't understand how to read it. I don't think our fans will understand how to read it and how to interconnect. It's worse than the dome. So if you are a fan, go to the dome. And I'm glad we have it because the dome has some problems and it'll grow and we'll fix it. But if you look at it enough, you can figure it out. You can contact people and you can just email Dave and I. If you want to say something to us and you want to post or you want us to read your post, just let us know. But we're lucky you have that because Facebook doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any fucking. But I knew that was coming because when the timeline thing,
a lot of different ways to put up your pictures.
I went and looked at it and I was like, well, you know what I don't want to do? I don't want to go to school to learn how to use Facebook, which was fine.
The thing they don't understand that they have that we don't have over there is that trunk page, that page that just continually is like a feed. It's like fat Twitter. It's like a feed, and someone says something, a bunch of people say something about it, and then another person posts something, and you can go read all of that shit.
It's like they've blown that up.
It's a non-stop conversation. Now there's segments and chunks, and you can see what people posted, but not at the same time. And it's separated everybody. It didn't create the community. They had the best community network going.
Yes.
And now
they uncommunity.
And I understand they've got. Maybe it has to do with how much information they're holding for everybody, and it's a free service, so I'm not mad at it.
They also want to be able to sell things better, and it's all about making money. Yeah. It's a business, so it's a business decision.
But we make no money, we lose money, so go to the dome. So Australia. So people are coming.
Okay, and now I've learned that there aren't actually here in the States and in Canada. You go to a comedy festival, you get to see a shitload of comedians. And there's a bunch of different shows, and you go to shows, and there's 5 or 6 comics on the show.
There's a bunch of different multi-people shows.
Yeah,
right.
Like I'm trying to get on in Montreal. I'm trying to get on the gala this year, and that's like a bunch of guys, not a bunch of guys, but quite a few guys doing stand up.
Right.
It's not like just one guy doing a show. So apparently, I was misinformed about Melbourne from the get-go, and it's not that kind of festival. It's dudes doing one-man shows.
It's mostly dudes doing one-man shows. People camp out for a week, sometimes 4, sometimes 2. It's like the European festivals. It's like Edinburgh too, where you go and you have a show and you sit and people come and you decide and you try and make money. Like you literally put your show up and you see if you can make some money.
So that's one of those.
A lot of and you can be invited, or sometimes you have to go set up your own stage and that kind of thing. And it's a great festival, but there aren't that, as I recall, and I asked Todd Berry about it the other night, and so there aren't that many shows, so it's not even like that people didn't want you to do things. I just don't think there are that many opportunities, and they go to the people who are already doing a one-man show to offer them, hey, would you like to do this thing?
Right.
But I'm only doing the podcast, and then you and I, we're going to do a thing with where you're welcome to do stand up, and what you can see Dave do stand up if he can go, and we'll have Will and Charlie on the show because Charlie doesn't do stand up
on the 4th.
But we're going to make him do a set. We're going to make Charlie do a set of stand up comedy.
We should have Charlie do my stand up.
He should do your set.
Yeah.
What you should do is we should take him out there sight unseen and just give him your list of jokes. And let him riff on what it is he thinks you're going to do when you get out there.
So anyway,
and we should get Will to
don't bang that.
I'm sorry. We'll get Will to just go out there and just fucking just strip.
Cool things
He
for
wants
cool
to
people?
spit. He wants to strip.
Is that a cool thing for a cool people?
He's cool.
So I'm gonna go.
There you go, everybody. Dave's going to go. So go. Keep going. If you were going to go, continue to go. I'll be there doing a one-man show called Clown from the Neck Down.
But I might bail a couple days early and spend the last weekend in Sydney.
And look, if you're a comic and you listen to the show and there's some things you think Dave could do or something, or maybe Dave would be a guest on your like if there's shit to do, he's around. So maybe if you can't get both of us, maybe you can get him to be a guest on your podcast, whatever. Take advantage of that and then go through the misery that I go through weekly. We'll be back in a second.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yes.
So last night, you were already
we're gonna-
here. You were already here in New York.
I got here.
By the way, we're doing this. Do we say we're doing this in a hotel
doing it in
room?
a hotel room,
We got this
and,
crazy rig. We got the mic in an empty bottle, plastic bottle of tea that I drank.
Yep.
And
We're in a hotel room, so the acoustics are probably weird.
yeah, it might be bad, it might be good. We'll see.
Great.
I'm just gonna make try and make a little 5-minute video of the New York trip.
Yeah.
And we'll just see.
We're using these new cameras that we're going to try and shoot in when we go down to
Australia.
which now Dave is going, so we got to tweet that and let the 14 people that follow us know what the fuck is up.
I gotta say though, part of me just doesn't want to leave the kid.
I get it. No, I understand that. 100%.
That's like the biggest part of it.
No, it's the worst.
So part of me, I think, was looking for an excuse.
Well, I get that. I mean, look, I'm like that all the time. I'm a guy that like when something comes up and they're like, fuck Greg, you're gonna have to cancel that. You need to stay in LA. Oh fuck. And then I don't really feel that way. I have a great time doing what I do, but the thing is, like when you're on the road and you go and you do something, like last night was fucking off the charts fun.
Okay, so you got here.
So I got
you
here
got to New York on
Thursday night. I went to Luca Lounge and did a set of moderately okay stand-up.
Yeah. So your regular stuff.
Cuddle is there.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Didn't come to any of my shows.
Well, I think I tweeted early. I know that because they came to the Monarch show the other night, and I'm certain they didn't. If they didn't know you were going to be there, they thought you were going to see you at the Monarch show.
Maybe they should follow me on Twitter.
Maybe they should. Maybe they should stop unfollowing you. It seems to be a crisis. Or maybe you should stop blocking them. My guess is you blocked them.
That's probably true.
I'm sure somebody wrote, "Hey Dave, nice hat." Fuck you! I don't need that horse shit in my life. No, I was trying to be a. There's a lot of people explaining that they're trying to be. Here's the thing that's so. I was just talking to Ashley, who's a customer. We were talking about how. You and I are misunderstood every once in a while. Like sometimes people like show a picture of a decapitated head and go, "This is walking the room," and it's like you weren't supposed to kill somebody. Like we can be dirty and weird, but like sometimes people go too far in an effort to show us how gross we all are, and we are disgusting people, no doubt. But I don't want to see decapitated heads or your bowel movement. Like, hey, good, walk in the room. I don't. That's your fucking.
No,
poop.
I'm going to show you my bowel movement right now. I'm going to take one right
No,
here.
I can't do it. Don't do it. That's just fucking. Oh, you should have taken your pants down.
No.
Anyway, so I did a show on Thursday night, and then which was fine. And Karen Kilgariff was great, and Todd Barry came in. He was awesome as well, and he's gonna be on the show tonight. And then I had some meetings in town, and then I went to, and then we had the show last night, and then you came in yesterday.
I got up at 6 a.m, LA time, flew out here, got off the plane, went straight to a alt room in Brooklyn that Nikki Glacier had set up a set for me at.
Which is awesome.
And now I didn't want to eat. All the plane food sucked. I didn't want to eat anything.
Right.
So I hadn't eaten. I'd eaten some almonds.
Yep.
And then I got out of that and I had a set at Gotham, and I was like, well, fuck, I don't want to bring my fucking bag around with my computer and the equipment for recording and all that shit. So I came over here to the hotel really quick, dropped it off. Here's the great thing. I drop it off. I grab whatever I need really quick. I go to the door. I take that little do not disturb thing. I put it on the outside of the door. I close it, and then I leave. And then when I come back at 2 a.m, that was at like 10, the door was open. I had not closed it all the way. So the
You're
door
an
was
idiot.
just fucking cracked open. Anybody could have just gone in.
Here's what you do is create a dilemma for a thief or for a room service person. Don't come in. Doors open. What do you do? What do you do? Two messages going on here. Two messages. This is a lot like dating. Is this a no or a yes-no?
You could go in and find it empty. You could go in and find me just naked with a clown mask on.
Like,
You
right?
could go in and I could just be
Clown
there
from the neck up.
with a hatchet. Like
Right.
anything could be going on in there.
Yeah.
It could just be a full-on trap.
When you have your clown mask on, and you're by yourself, you're jug alone. Like you like to jug it alone. I love that. I love that. Like that's the thing. It's like, was that a no or a no? Yes. What was that? Ew. Don't come in. Doors open. That's our fucking podcast. Don't listen. It's taste. So anyway, so
how were your shows on Thursday?
my show was not. It was okay. I was trying some. It was okay.
So anything happened there that was weird?
Well, here's what happened. It was at a place called the Luca Lounge. So you walk in and it's a bar and there's a woman playing music in the front of the room. And then I go, oh, we must be downstairs or upstairs. No, you go through a door and then there's another room.
What kind of door? Like is it like
There's like an antechamber. There's like you go through just a regular door at the back of this bar, and then there's like a little room, a sub room, and then there's a little theater in the back. But this woman is playing flamenco music, and you can hear it all the way in the other room.
How old is the woman playing flamenco?
She's got to be in her 30s, and
Uh-huh.
she's playing flamenco, but then she's doing like I stepped into a burning ring of fire. Like it was, I don't know what the fuck
So
she's
it's crazy.
doing.
It's crazy music.
And it's super
like
loud.
a crazy person got in.
It's loud, and you can hear it in the other room.
Are
It's
there
clear.
people there to see her? Like
There's a handful of,
Yeah.
I would imagine, her friends and some people from Europe, and then in the back is a classic open mic.
Perfect.
Perfect open mic. Like
Yeah.
young comics, good, but finding their voice comics.
Yeah.
And then me and Karen and Todd Barry.
Yeah.
And to the two guys that run the show, and I can't remember their names right now, and I apologize, guys, because they were great. Sean and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they were really fucking nice. They were so psyched to have us there. You know,
Yeah.
that thing where they think it's a big deal that you're there, and you're like, you're so wrong.
You don't know.
How sad is it? Here's what's sad. Here's what you're not understanding. I was available to be there. Do you know what I mean? I was available. I said yes almost immediately. So
Yeah.
I went in to work out some stuff for Australia, so I tried some new things up front, which they went okay, and then I did the baboon spit, and we were done, and then Karen went up, and then now Karen's playing music, and the other person's playing music at the same time. They're playing music at
Perfect.
each other, and it's hard to hear Karen, and it's just. The whole thing is like, it was literally like going back to 1993 and starting over again. Just let's start all over again. Let's just start it all over. But at the same time, it's that thing of like, this is what stand-up really is for most people.
Yeah.
This is really fun, and everyone was really cool. And then, and I was with my buddy Jeff, who's with us, Jeff Donaldson, who's with us this weekend, hanging out, and it was cool, and it was nice that people from people that listened to the show showed up, and then didn't let me know till last night,
Yeah.
where the Monarchs played at the fucking Grand Victory. Yesterday I met the drummer and the bass player. I knew the bass player from Los Angeles, but just only a little bit. Never met the drummer before. We fucking learned all the songs in an afternoon and then went and played them last night. It was fucking awesome. The drummer is a guy named Pete Caldez, who is just really, really good.
No one cares. So
You know who does care?
Pete?
His fucking girlfriend, who he's lived with for 10 years, Janine Garofalo. So why don't you fucking...
is she coming tonight?
No, she's in a play. That's been fucking... what is it when they decide to do more?
Extended?
Yes. Thank you for that word, Dave. That was a word that I could not find
Were you
in
thinking
my
in your
own
head?
brain.
Were you thinking in your
Moors.
head? Moored?
Moors.
Oh, they've decided to. They moored it.
There's some moorings.
They're mooring the
them.
show.
They're gonna moor the fuck out of it. They're gonna moor it. They said, "What do you want, more?" She has to speak Russian in the play. She has to be Russian and speak Russian and use a Russian dialect. And apparently she's awesome. And apparently the play's great. And I'm fucking thrilled for her. And she's very
Wow.
happy. She hasn't done stand up in like 6 months, I guess. This is what
No reason to not go to our show, though. I mean,
No, you don't want to go see a fucking play about a Russian woman. Jesus Christ. In New York, just step outside. There's one. There's a Russian woman right there. They're fucking everywhere. Go into any deli. They're right there.
so I went from the hotel and then I ran over to Gotham. I didn't run. I took the subway, and and I forgot. They're trying to make the subway nicer, but the people that ride it are not changing.
No, you can't
So
do that.
you can't.
Yeah, that's
you
like
can't-
airplanes. You can't do
like
that
if
either.
you really wanted to make the subway nicer, you would have to like screen people before they came in the subway.
That's like Vegas. You know how
Yes.
people want the old, like, even there have been hotels that have tried to capture the old spirit of Vegas. I'm like, right, but it's new fucking shitty people.
Right.
It's
It's
not
the same people.
Yeah, the people that went to see Sinatra are dead.
Yeah.
And that kind of lifestyle, that kind of like elegance doesn't exist anymore.
People don't go to Vegas anymore for Sinatra. They go for buffets.
They go for buffets, and magic.
And magic. So I'm on the subway and I'm like, because I keep seeing signs they're trying to
Which is
fix
the
it
original
up and,
name of our podcast, which was Buffets and Magic.
oh my God, what a great...
Yeah, Buffets and
So
Magic.
so it's just two guys eating a buffet, and then when they're done, they perform magic on the podcast.
On the podcast. So
But they don't even explain what's happening. They just go, holy shit, how'd you do that?
And then, but there's that, and there's also like, dude, the peas. Try the peas. No, they're really good. They're in some kind of a butter sauce. Okay, so on our network,
have you ever seen peas come out of a dove?
on
A dove come out of peas. I said it wrong.
To see peas. You're turning into me. You're turning into me. I want to
said
see
it
peas.
backwards.
I want to see peas come out of a dove. First off,
And now for my next trick, vegetables coming out of birds.
okay, so here's the thing. That's the special, vegetables coming out of birds. The imaginary, so the imaginary Walking the Room Network, WTRN, Walking the Room Network, Little Big Dollhouse Explanations,
Yeah.
Buffets and Magic.
Yeah.
And
Those
then,
are our
there's-
two
and, then
shows.
and then when we do a special, we're doing a special, a video special, like a Louis C.K. thing that we'll release for $5.
Yeah.
Called Vegetables Coming Out of Birds. So you guys, like, we're building something too. Little Big Dollhouse Explanations will be something at some point. We don't know what. That's a good show, though.
That is a good show. All right,
You
so
ever seen?
back to
You
the
ever
story.
seen put a runner in a tiny hallway? God damn it!
Oh
That's
my God.
beautiful. They just lay it down there and you use the tacks to do it.
Amazing. Yeah. And then you learn all about them while they're doing it. So I get on. I'm reading all the fucking shit and how they're trying to fix the subway app, and I get on, and I walk on this car, and I'm like, oh, they're fucking new benches. Like this is actually nice looking. And then I turn and look, and there's a dude who's like 45. Doesn't look homeless, but he's definitely thinking about it. Like it's definitely like on his agenda soon.
He's like one electricity bill away from just getting there.
yeah, he's close.
Yeah.
And so it's a 3-seat bench, and he's laying on it, right?
Yeah.
But he's laying just to the side because in one of the seats there's just a big puddle of brown water, like a brown liquid. Like it's just like.
Is it his brown
And
puddle?
then I look around and I'm like, there's other places to lie. Like he chose to lie in the place where there is brown liquid. So then that made me. That was my thought. Like,
I tell you-
I wanted to go, dude. Did you make the brown liquid, or were you just so tired that you went like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna lay where the brown liquid is?
Yeah, some people pick their destiny, and some people know what they deserve, and some people that is a relationship in a nutshell. There's all these other good people around, but you pick the puddle of brown water. Like that should be. Don't pick the puddle of brown water. That's our next book. That's the next book.
So I went to Gotham. Now I lived in New York for 5 years, and I did a lot of stand up here, and I to this day don't think it was good for my act. I think it set me back. I think that there's a, and I think it's different now because there's so many alternative rooms. There's actually more alternative rooms around New York than there are clubs. But when I was here, it was just clubs. You couldn't do anything else except for one alternative room. It was when it was just starting. So my act got dirtier and dirtier and jokier instead of going the other way, which should have been more storytelling. Like it sort of held me back.
Right.
And so I did this alt room first, and I was like, that was okay, but it had that feel of like an alt room. Like they didn't like that I was doing material, sort of like it was kind of odd. And then I went to Gotham, and I watched the comics. I'm like, yeah, it's the same fucking shit. There's a girl on stage talking about how she got fucked by a young guy, and she's like lifting up her leg and showing
where she got fucked.
Yeah, where she got fucked in her fuck hole.
Did he put it in the? Did he put it in the back of her leg?
No shit.
Look, this was a horrible experience. This is where he put it. I think we all know where it goes. Did she need to show?
No, she has a hole in her thigh.
Oh,
and you can fuck her there. I think that's what she was saying.
My God.
And
I don't understand the young kids.
it was it was dirtier than you would see like in LA. And that's kind of the way you have to work. Like there's crowds you go up in front of here, and you just have to be dirty. And I always felt like when I was in New York, one out of every 10 sets was productive.
Right.
And then there were two or three that were okay, and then the other ones were just fucking battling horse shit, nonsense, awful. So I watched that and I go, fuck, what's this going to be like? And I went up. I actually recorded it. Maybe it'll be in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
5-minute movie.
Yeah, put it in the movie.
And I stand on stage and I immediately go, fuck, and I tell my dirtiest joke.
Right.
And then they laugh, and then I hear this blowing. And I'm like, what's happening? I look up, I'm trying to figure out what the loud blowing noise is, and the heater kicked on.
Yeah.
And it's just like in the corner, and I was like, really?
Yep.
That's how you're doing this?
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy to me that there was this giant blowing thing in the corner.
Yeah.
And I made a comment about it, but everyone in the audience, maybe they had already heard it, or they were like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's a big blowy thing. I'm like, that's super distracting.
Well, but also in New York, like sounds are like
They don't care about
no,
sounds.
They don't care about sounds.
They really don't.
No, trains go by, people get shot, there's fire engines and fucking beepers going off all night. I mean, this is just a city where you're like, yeah, fucking man up, dude.
Yeah.
The blower bumming you out. Somebody shot somebody outside my window last night, and I couldn't get to sleep.
I think when I was in New York, that wouldn't have even fazed me. I wouldn't have even thought about it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I do my set. It's not great. It's okay.
By the way, in Los Angeles, we do sets on clouds.
We do.
We do them on pretty clouds.
Yep.
Where we're surrounded by angels.
Angel.
Yes.
Constant.
Yeah.
Angel.
A lot
comedy.
of support. A lot of hugs afterwards.
So I get off and I'm like, yeah, that felt like a New York set. And immediately I walked off stage and I'm like, that's why I moved. That's why I don't want to do stand up here. Now I remember.
Yeah.
And I went and sat back with this other guy, Joe Matarese, who we were at the same level when I was in New York. Really nice guy, funny guy, and he goes, yeah, that's LA style. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, you're slow in your storytelling, and you take a lot of time. It's not that fucking patter thing. I don't have it anymore. I had it when I was here. I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, somebody asked me. I did an interview yesterday for a thing called Brooklyn Radio, and she goes, "What is the difference between stand up?" And I go, and I said, I think here you feel the need to you got to fucking go. You got to keep moving because it just is the way it is. I think it's just it's a cultural thing. And it's just the city, and I also think it's an assumption people have made, so that's just sort of the style, and you don't really get to chat it out a little bit. I mean,
Right.
like Louis has learned somehow, he was jokey at the beginning of his career, and then now he's a New York comic, but he takes his time. But also people know him, and they'll let him do whatever. Chris Rock, same thing, where he was always joke. Now he goes out and he fucking does shit.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm glad I couldn't have started here. There's no fucking way I wouldn't have known what to do. I just would not have been.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have made it because I need the nice sad I need the nurturing.
You need hug. You need.
Yeah, I need people to go. Good for you, man. You got up there tonight. That was just good for you. Good for you. They liked our band here though last night. They fucking loved it. The Monarchs played last night. It was well attended, and. Mike Eisenstein, who's our guitar player, has just turned into a fucking beast, and we played a new song. People liked it, and there's not a lot to talk about, but it was fucking good. We're fucking gonna make a new record.
And you did this at a club?
I did a place called the Grand Victory in Brooklyn, and it was just a little punk rock club.
Did you get paid?
No, I didn't get here's what happened. So the owner is this big motherfucking dude with no tooth, and he's like, fucking, you guys were amazing. You came in and you played that guitars and the shit, and we had like 7 or 8 people, like, there's no money.
What?
I was like, what? Yeah, we did. I did the book. So look at it. He showed me this fucking scribbly piece of paper. There was a thing that said 170 on it. I thought, oh fuck, we made $170. Like I can look when Mike and I play, we pay our band members a minimum of $50, a maximum of like $200, depending on the gig, right? But we always pay those guys. So I'm like, oh fuck, maybe I made. Like for this show, I give them $50 each. I'm like, maybe we made that $100. I can just give them. And the guy's like, so and then you had 7 people, so 7 people at $10. We got $70. Mm-hmm. So somehow I guess it came out in the advertising. Like I don't know where we got fucked.
And then you can see here you lost it in alcohol.
No, you gave us drink tickets, and we by the way, half off drinks.
You
We paid for them. I had water. 2 of the guys in the band are sober.
I drank it, and then I charged you for
fucking on blow, and it's good. You guys are amazing. 2 handshakes, so I got an invite to come back because they have a really big mailing list, and they can get a lot of people out to see us. I was like, why didn't you get a lot of people out to see us this time? Were you waiting to see the quality of the fucking Monarchs as they reign supreme? I mean, how would an email make somebody want to see an instrumental rock and roll band? Like, we have to be experienced for you to, or you have to be a fan of the genre, and we're not even in that genre completely. But your email list is not going to make people go, oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are there old dudes in sweaters playing fucking surf music? God damn it, what are we not doing?
Yeah.
Let's take a train.
Yeah.
But it was really fun, and the crowd that was there was awesome, and the show was great, and so if you came, fucking thank you, and I love that this operation is a non-stop operation of losing money. We play in venues too big for us. We make choices where we have to pay for things, and yet I still love it. I wouldn't change a thing. I think all this stuff is building towards nothing, but it's exciting.
Well, I would change one of the hosts. I mean, I like to do this with somebody else.
Yes.
I would very much like to do it with somebody else.
Yes. I think that. Well, I don't know why you haven't done it.
We'll be right back.
I wouldn't even realize we weren't doing a podcast if we quit.
No, it's fine. We'll be right back with Dave Anthony and Todd Barry.
Hello?
You're listening to Walking the Room on the Walking the Room
Network, or Network of Stars. Tune into our other podcasts, Big Little Dollhouse Explanations and Buffets and Magic.
So, I used to live here.
Yeah, I know, Brooklyn.
I lived in Brooklyn.
What up, Beastie?
Yeah!
How you doing? By the way, I just want you guys to know that while we're doing this podcast, we have gold chains that say Barbie Girl on them, and we cornrowed. So fucking check that shit out, dude. We saw that shit outside. We just saw a dude in a sleeping bag.
And what did he say?
He was getting into a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
On the street. He had a camouflage jacket on and a camouflage.
And it was a camouflage. It was a camouflage colored sleeping bag that got narrower as it went down.
Yeah, and it zipped up. And he looked up at me with a smile and he said, "I'm a torpedo."
What up, torpedo?
And you know what I said to him? I get it.
All right, but you're a torpedo that's not really going anywhere.
But here's what's weird about him. He did not present as a homeless person.
No.
Now he was.
He was.
But he was a well put together older black
He had
gentleman.
a large
with a beard.
Bible next to him.
Yeah, he was just getting into bed. It was bedtime for him, which is around 3 o'clock
3 o'clock.
Brooklyn time.
Yep.
Right? He's ready to shut it down for the
Yeah,
night.
fuck yeah. Why not?
On the corner, right in front of where did we just eat? The
Flatbush. We were at the Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Not
bad.
Not great either. Like the talk about Five Guys as a burger place way exceeds
I think
what it
so.
really is.
It's not.
It's just an average burger place. It's an In-N-Out fucking kicks the living shit out.
Yeah, and I'd love to see a cage match.
Yeah.
But I also feel like this. I feel like Five Guys would kick the shit out of In-N-Out in a fight. I think the burgers are better at In-N-Out. I'm just saying.
I don't like any place that uses American cheese like that.
It's a tough restaurant.
You throw American cheese on a burger and you can go fuck yourself.
But here's the thing about it too. It was like fucking grade school American cheese.
Yeah, it was
like it was
not-
cafeteria. It was like, you know what I mean? It's like fucking leave that for the other podcast. Leave that for Buffets and Magic, but don't give it to the classy dudes that walk in the room.
Right?
By the way, we do have our dicks out.
Okay. So I used to live in Park Slope.
Yeah.
And
which is where the show is tonight, right?
Is it in Park
Close?
Slope?
Yeah.
I don't even know where the Bell House is.
Somewhere near there.
Okay, so when I lived there, it was fucking gnarly. Elliott Smith lived around the corner. I would see him and his heroin walks or whatever he did.
Yeah.
And this.
What we would call that is that's an ESW.
What's that?
That's an Elliott Smith wobble. And that's not to be. The guy used to be around the Largo scene for a little bit. He was a very nice man.
Very nice gentleman.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But fuck, he went out horribly.
He did. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
What a fucking horrible death.
His girlfriend killed him, right?
A lot of people think that. I mean, he had to because.
I mean, a dude doesn't run into a fucking wall with a knife.
No,
in
but
his
it's
chest.
but also it was 2 stab wounds. Like he did. Like he missed the first time and then the second. It was as though he murdered himself. It wasn't a suicide. It was like he was being attacked by him. You must die. I don't want to. Stab.
Oh.
Stop. Please stop killing me. Stab. Death.
Yeah.
Yeah. I apologize to the family of Elliott Smith, who I know probably listens to the podcast. That was a horrible way to portray his death.
By the way, I still love the
his
fucking
music.
Heat Miser, his first band that I.
They were great. He might out of Portland. They were great.
Fuck, do you remember when we went and saw him before he was Elliott Smith, and we were like, "Who's the dude in the big white belt?" They were opening for Everclear at the bottom of the hill.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were great, and his records are great.
Yeah,
So,
except the last one.
it's all right.
They fucking overproduced it. So anyway,
The problem with it was made in Silver Lake.
oh, there you go. How do you put the sound of mustaches into music?
Oh my god! I bought a bicycle.
I was thinking there should be. Do you think this is a good idea for a store in Silver Lake? A mustache grooming store?
I wish. Fuck yes.
And then. What just happened? Oh, it's time. You're okay. That was nice of your computer to interrupt.
It's 3 o'clock. Well, it gets the show. God. You're allowed to talk over each other.
Who has that but old people? Like, who has that on their
if I didn't have that,
computer, but like an old guy?
If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have woken up this morning. Literally, at one point, I went, "It's 10 o'clock." I was like, "Oh fuck!"
I'm seriously scared about how I'm going to get up because I have to leave the airport at 5 a.m.
That's ridiculous.
It's the only flight that was left, and I have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh,
so
that's
anyway,
right. No, you should have a mustache. There should be a mustache shop in Silver Lake.
Yeah. Grooming and what do we call it? Cream in your stash?
No, call it the fucking groomsman. It's just a bunch of dudes in mustaches.
And you have
they're dressed in tuxedos as though they're about to go.
No, not tuxedos. They're dressed in like in a Western when a dude would come into town and he'd go to the barber and that guy would always have that look of the white smock.
Yeah.
And always have that should be what they look like.
Well, that's what the whole town looks like over there. I went on a bicycle. Did you? I have to say, somebody posted this the other day. But there was a Portlandia sketch where Fred and his partner, that girl from the band, they are bicycle valets at a place where they got. And first off, it's awesome. But then here's how they close it out: Johnny Marr comes in and they can't find his red bike. And Johnny Marr is fucking excellent. And all I'm gonna do is, because I know Fred a little bit, I'm gonna call Fred so that I can fuck Johnny Marr and get his guitar, like we talked about earlier.
Awkward. So, I lived back to Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn before it was mustaches and beards.
Yeah.
And
what was it before? Was it there
were families here, and I mean, in the part that I lived in, Park Slope, families. There was a little kind of a gay population there.
Yeah.
There was like one street that was really nice, and then it was just families, and it was just a normal place. And then the street that I lived on was just fucking gnarly. It's where I used to go into the little like grocery stores there and I'd be like, well, it smells like dead. It smells like rotting meat.
Yeah.
All their stores it'd be like the meat wouldn't sell and they'd be like, throw it in the back. Like they had these fucking odors, and it was where everything was just kind of awful.
If you ask the right guy, what he would tell you is, I'm growing podcasts.
So, also, that was where I talked about this on an earlier podcast, but where the checker at a big grocery store threw her change at me.
Yeah.
So I lived just between 5th and Atlantic in this row of it was like a development of how all the houses looked the same.
Yeah.
They weren't, and so and it was just like this weird block and there was a strip, so the grocery store blocked it, so the street didn't go through, and so there was like this weird little, you made a right turn or a left turn, and there used to just be, it was like someone was bringing dog shit in from other places, like it was like they would haul in dog shit every day because whoever was letting their dog shit, just weren't cleaning it up, so there was just like this entire wide sidewalk, just literally covered in dog shit.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. And so it started to smell, and no one cleaned it up. Who's going to clean it up? It's fucking Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn, right?
No one's out there cleaning it up.
Right.
The street cleaning guys probably go by and go, fuck that.
Well, I think a lot of people said, A, that's not mine.
Yeah.
That's how people distance themselves from things. That's not mine, dude. That's not mine. And B, also, how do you know that that's not somebody's art project here? How do you know that that's not, how do you know that's not an installation? Like, that's the other thing about Brooklyn. Like, you can't tell what's real and what's ironic.
You can't.
You don't know what's like, is that guy really bleeding or is that a thing he's doing?
He's doing a thing.
I can't tell.
It's Larry Bleeder Johnson.
I love him.
So I'm walking this.
That's LBJ.
I remember this night specifically. So I'm walking home, and I see a lady with her dog, and the dog shits. And then she walks away, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I go, are you?" And she goes, "Everybody does it." I go, "I don't give a shit. It's fucking horrifying,
right?
It's like a fucking landmine of turds. Like, it's just this." And she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna clean it up." I'm like, "You fucking twat! Like, what the?" I just started fucking yelling at her, and then she just it's like New York. There's this thing where, people could be doing the worst thing, like just have their dick out and they're throwing fucking shit at cars, and you go, "Hey, dude, knock it off," and they go, "Fuck you." Like it's just this weird thing where, like, I was on the subway once and this girl was just she didn't like something in her food, like she had like an Indian meal and she was dropping it on the subway, and I go, fucking knock it off, and she goes, no, I paid to get on here. I'm like, what? That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
That's not a reason to do that.
They got people that clean this shit up. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Don't you worry about it. This is my toilet. This is my toilet.
So I turn the corner and I go to my house, and there's a gate, and I open up the gate and I look down and there's a handgun.
Of course there is.
A fucking pistol.
Of course there is.
And I'm like, well, that's a weird thing to be sitting there. And then I'm like,
is that what that must have been kind of like? Did that? Guns in real life are terrifying.
yeah, it's
On some level, like when you just sort of see them around, especially if you're not a gun person, like
Yeah.
you just sort of see one. But like to see one on the ground is like, what the fuck happened? Because there's a story attached to that. Right?
I know there's a lot of people and probably listen to our podcast that love guns and they're gun enthusiasts
I'm not
or
against
whatever. But my personal opinion about them is you should be scared of them. They're fucking. It's a weird thing to have, in my opinion.
Right.
They're a trip. They can kill you better than anything else you got around your house. Like they're really good at killing you.
They do get the job done. They really have been proven to, like, if you're not a fool, you can get it done.
Yeah, really get it done. So I see it and I'm like, and I'd never really. in college I had held a few guns because I had a friend who loved guns, and I'd pick it up and be like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
And the Tom Sawyer used to have comics over to his house to watch movies.
Yeah.
And they would hold a Beretta while whatever shoot 'em up movie was on, his Beretta.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
I mean, why didn't they just hold their dicks? I mean, if you're gonna do that, just take your dick out. Just do
Hey,
that.
you want to hold my Beretta? No, I'm just gonna hold on to my cock.
Same
Is that
thing.
cool?
But if this goes off, it's messy and weird, but nobody dies, hopefully.
Oh God, they could.
Well, it depends on the era. What's a terrible
I don't
AIDS
know.
joke?
So like
It's an AIDS joke.
Oh, it's an AIDS joke.
Yeah,
It's
not a
an
good
AIDS
one,
joke.
though. Not funny.
When we didn't, you mean back when we had AIDS? Is that what you're talking about? It's still around. It's not.
But it's you can
It's
defend.
tamed.
You can defend it.
Has
You
it
can
been-
defend against it.
has it been
We
domesticated?
have Oh my God! Please tell me we're not ending this with a domesticated
No, we're
AIDS
not,
bit. We're not. My God, we were the worst people ever.
Domesticated AIDS is much better than wild AIDS. I will tell you that right now. So
There are comics running around with chunks like that, and we're both so embarrassed to be talking right now. It's weird. We're a couple of old men that feel like it's literally like we're blushing from saying something really fucking awful. Yet there are dudes out there right now at 3 o'clock in the afternoon doing a chunk like that
yeah,
at
but
a
we grew
children's
up in
school.
a time when the fucking waggers were coming down the street and they were saying, "Bring out your dead." You know what I mean? Like,
It's true, and we thought you could get AIDS from watching Fame. We were not well informed.
and now you can get it from watching Glee.
Oh my God.
So I see this pistol and I'm like, well, what the fuck do I do? I kind of just wanted to leave it there, but then I'm like, well, you can't leave a pistol in your front yard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a weird thing to do.
Right.
So, and plus there were 2 kids in the building, and that'd be weird if I left a pistol and then one of the kids had shot the other one. That I'd feel
Yeah, of course.
kind of bad.
Yeah, of course.
And then there's also a dude who lived downstairs who was a fucking idiot, and here's an example. I'm in my we're in the 3rd story, and I'm in my living room, and I'm like, why does it smell like barbecue? Why is it's fucking raining out and it smells like
Someone's cooking. You mean a
someone's
barbecue?
cooking
Like there's a barbecue
barbecue
happening? Yeah.
And it's the whole room is like filling up with the smoke. So I go downstairs. Dude is in the garage barbecuing.
Yes. Yes.
And I go, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I want to have barbecue. It was raining." Right. But the smoke is going into our apartments. You got to put it out, man. I want a barbecue.
Dude, I just want to hibachi people.
Okay, so
Also, I came down here where the gasoline is, and I thought I'd ought to fire up some food. Is there some oil down here on the ground? I'd like to start a small. How'd those people die? By barbecue.
Okay, so those are the kind of people that live there. A couple
Got it.
of kids, and
Yeah.
then a guy who. So that guy would pick up the gun and what's this? And shoot himself in the face or something,
Right.
or shoot his barbecue. I don't
Sure.
know.
I've done that. Done
So I'm like, I got to pick up the gun, take it inside. So I go upstairs, and my roommate's sitting there. I'm like, look what I found. And he's like, what the fuck?
And what is it? A pistol, a revolver,
It's a pistol. Yeah.
Cheapy? Is it a cheap one? Like a Saturday night special, something like that?
It kind of looked like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I go, what the fuck do we do? And he goes, I guess call the cops. I mean,
Right.
or is there a 1-800 handgun found number?
Yeah.
So I call the police department and they're like, where was the gun? What's it look like? Blah, blah, blah.
And then what if the guy went, oh, that's Brian's.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
So they say they're going to send someone over. So I'm waiting for a while. Like 45 minutes later, a squad car pulls up. And this older black dude gets out. And he comes in and comes up to the apartment. Buzz him in. He comes up to the apartment. He's fucking hammered. He's fucking hammered out of his mind. He's like, hey, man. Hey, boy, heard you found my gun? He's a cop.
What?
He's a fucking cop.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hammered out of his fucking mind. Shows me his badge. He's like, I just want you. Do you want anything you want? You want? I can buy you some beer, or you want a bottle of
Do you want a bottle?
whiskey or something like that. And I'm like, no.
So it's a police gun.
It's a fucking cop's gun.
It's a cop's gun, and he was fucked up.
He was fucked up, and he.
So it was Brian's. Holy fuck! How random is that?
Dude lost his gun.
Like,
Dude
the
was
dude-
so drunk that he somehow dropped his gun.
Holy fuck! So the guy. So imagine back at the police station, the guy gets a call. Right? He picks it up. Yeah, hello, police department. What's that?
Right?
Got it. Oh shit. Brian. Is Brian? The fuck, dude?
Again?
How are you gonna do this? Put the fucking beer down. God damn it! They found your gun again. Fuck, Brian. You gotta stop taking your belt off. Oh my god, that is the best. Why did you not tell that story at the beginning of the podcast?
Stories.
We could have a whole nother listenership. That's like one of the best stories you've ever told. We had to fucking take a burger break for you to remember a story that happened here in Brooklyn that was better than any story we've ever told on this stupid show.
I don't know.
And you
We've
find
had
a
some
gun.
good
No, but you found a gun. Brian shows up fucked up. He almost sounds like he wants to ask you why you got to go corn dogging when you know you got friend.
I just gave him the gun and I was like, "Thanks, man. We're good. I don't need anything." And he ended up coming back and leaving a bottle
Of
booze.
what does he leave? Some rye?
Some kind of whiskey or something.
That's
I don't.
fucking crazy.
So
Is that a payoff?
But he must.
Is that a payoff?
I don't know.
that what they shut your
I'm
mouth?
sure they were. He was terrified that I would tell somebody because I'm sure like the guy
Who
got
did
the
he tell
call.
you?
You know, it
Who
probably
else did he
happened.
tell you called the cops and they knew who it was.
Dude was probably out drinking,
Yeah.
and then he fucking dropped his. He probably was taking a piss or something. Dropped his gun, and then got home and was like, "Oh
Dude,
fuck!" And
no,
then he called
no.
up the sergeant and said,
No, no,
"Hey, I
no.
lost my gun."
No.
How else would they know?
Because here's the thing, though. You don't you've seen cops and cop belts. Those motherfuckers are strapped in and then snapped on. Like that shit doesn't fall out of your. It's not like me with my keys or anything expensive
maybe
that I
it
own.
was his piece that he uses if he's going to kill someone and then drop. Maybe it was his drop piece.
Maybe he went to fucking kill Hibachi, right? He was gonna go kill the barbecue dude, and he fucking dropped it and just thought better of it.
What if he came up and he was like, "Hey man, you found my drop gun? What? My drop piece, the one I used to murder. Could you hold that in your hand? What? Boosh!"
Oh my god, that is so great! What a fucking awesome story! God damn it.
Brooklyn living.
We're in Brooklyn tonight at the fucking Starfish Circus, which will not be available for your purchase. And I know that'll make you mad because every time we do something, people are like, "Are you recording it?" And of course we're not, because that would just help us make money. There are two
We
live
believe
cuddles.
that we both lost our recorders on the same night at the Improv.
Yeah, we blew it. We're like it's.
And you had a really expensive one. You had like a $300 one.
But I had a really horrible set, so it's nothing. Oh, the second one was better. But the one you saw was just pathetic. But you had good sets that night. Like you blew it. I didn't blow it. You should have recorded that first set because you're not going to be that good.
I worked
again.
out a lot of shit.
Yeah, but
on
you're not
that
going to be that
bit.
good again. Like it was one of those moments, like, oh, there it is, and no one's here to see it, and there it goes. Yeah, I could have actually got you some fucking sets in Australia. Yeah, you have to. You know what the problem is too with your thing, by the way? You just need some fucking solid tape.
Yeah, I know.
You need people to know how good you are because they don't, and there's not enough to show them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're like,
We'll make the album soon.
Yeah, because it's like going on people's recommendations,
Yeah.
and they're like, what can I see some tape? Because now you almost can't see. There's a guy on our show tonight that has better tape than you do.
He does!
He posted it in the Hot Dog Thunderdome.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
going to be on the show tonight.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So 2 live cuddles available at the store. T-shirts still available at the store. Hot Dog Thunderdome T-shirts probably on their way. We've got a show in Seattle on April the 2nd.
May
the 2nd. May the 2nd.
At Chop Suey.
Right. And then
Chopsticks. I heard it called both things.
On
with,
two-
with Dwayne Goad, and do we have our other gentleman on it?
Sing our tweets. Oh, and Casey Anderson. Fucking Casey Anderson. And then we also have the 100th episode, live cuddle, the 20th of April. Jonah Hill not going to be on the show because Dave told him the wrong day.
Jonah Hill was never going to be on.
He was furious.
Jonah Hill was never going to be on the show because he's a movie star. We actually never invited Jonah Hill. Well, who we did invite was Jonah Ray. We did invite Jonah Ray. So you are correct, and then Jonah Hill's not going to be on it. Neither is Brad Pitt. Neither is Clooney.
But the difference is at least one of those guys wants to be on the show. And it's not Jonah Ray.
Ray is very mad at me because I told him the wrong date.
Yeah.
And he set aside time, and I totally fucked him.
And he knows you guys love him, but keep loving him. So Karen Kilgariff stepped up, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. So Karen's gonna be there.
So now it's Kilgariff, Oswalt, Posehn,
and Gil Martin. It's gonna be fucking. It's what's that's called? It's called Straight Up 1993. We're all gonna be there. It's a good fucking show. Yeah. That's a good show. Unfortunately, Dave and I are also gonna be on it.
Yeah. Sorry. And that'll be in. We'll be on Australia.
The sale of those tickets will be Tuesday this coming week. So the day after this podcast is up, and then
say like two.
And then we're going to be in Australia.
It's Tuesday at 9 or something because I don't know how fast they'll go.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they will go pretty fast because we had a Kilgariff, and then we're going to be in Australia. We are going. Dave's going.
I'm going,
and we'll post more about that later.
April 2nd, and then we'll do a midnight show on April 4th. With Will Anderson and Charlie Clausen.
Yep. Glitter done.
Glitter done!